Chapter 11, More Direct Voice. Sir Henry Segrave helped another speedboat victim to prove his identity when a Japanese visitor attended one of my voice séances. The communication she received not only set her own mind at rest but dulled the edge of grief of her son's suffering. She was Mrs. Kingi Yano and her son was named Haro. Her husband and his brother, Shingi, had collaborated in racing motorboats and had won deserved reputations at this sport. Then came the day when Shingi was killed while practicing for a race. Kingi never got over it. For 5 months he mourned his brother and then himself died as the result of no more than a chill. This was the background to Dulce Yano's visit, and for the first hour of the sitting she sat silent and interested, taking no active part. Then Red Cloud said, "There is a little man here whom I must help. Hold on." Regular members of the circle knew that a stranger was going to manifest for the first time. Deliberately the trumpet moved to Mrs. Yano and stopped. Then a voice said in perfect English, "I say, Dulce, this is Shingi." "Yes, Shingi," she replied, "what have you to say?" "Kingi and I are here together. We do not want Haro to grieve always. He saw me die in the boat, but we got the speed. He must take his university examination in December. How can I make them understand in Japan that we must stay here until the end of the year? Tell them Kingi and I say so." "Very well," Mrs. Yano said quietly. "I say, Dulce," the voice went on quickly with obvious traces of excitement. "Do you know who brought us here tonight? Sir Henry Segrave. Tell Lady Segrave that her husband does much to help us here. He has helped Kingi and me a lot. Kingi wanted to come tonight but could not manage it. He says he will try next time. He says, tell Haro to grieve no more. All is well with us and we are always with him." Mrs. Yano wrote her own impressions of this séance, from which I quote. The voice was Shingi's own and he had the same mannerisms as when he was with us here. He invariably prefixed his remarks with "I say" and almost the first thing he said at the séance was, "I say, Dulce." I could hardly believe my ears when he announced his name, Kingi Yano, but then he repeated it louder and more clearly. Sir Henry Segrave and Shingi were known to one another. My son Haro was very grief-stricken after the accident, and it interfered greatly with his studies.